What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hated to love it, I just
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out. So this will go as incomplete. I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for early advantage or early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just didn't get his feet down. Offensively lucky to have that one back.
Oh my God. I need, all right. Are you upstairs in the bedroom?
On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right.
And he can't find a receiver.
Bye bye.
And he's brought down. Deron Payne.
Marcus, give me 30 seconds, bro. Shit. Cause there was something right here in the fucking living room. All right, I'm ready, Marcus.
Drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. Nifty move. A great return there, 22 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's out wide for Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He's still outside.
A couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pick.
His ass probably went upstairs. Looking at.
You want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll be tackled right on the 10.
Come here.
Well short of the 1st down.
What's wrong? Sit down. You hurt. Sit.
It'll bring up 4th down.
What's wrong? Sit down.
Sly able to put this one
What's wrong?
through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position.
Well, sit down.
Points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down on is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously,
a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll push his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other until late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. On play action, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Slide for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish. Okay, you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
They wasn't getting paid like that back then because money was different. Ooh, money was different.
Right from the start, we've noticed
every team that LeBron's play for is geared around LeBron. Like it's like so. Every team that LeBron's played on is geared around LeBron. So with that being said, like every team that your star on is gonna be built around your star. What I'm telling you is, motherfucking Mike was a whole nother monster, bro. A whole nother monster. Michael Jordan played. Michael Jordan, goddamn. Okay, pick. Good catch. Ooh. Michael Jordan. What up? Because I'm in this game. But yeah, every team is geared around their star. All right. Mike's system, because he attacked, was for him to attack, and if the kick out there is there, if it's not. LeBron's system is a spread the floor, steamroll you, and pass the ball in the wing in the corner. It's a big difference. It's a big difference in the style of play. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, if you take LeBron and you put him in that same scenario, it's not gonna work for him, bro. He's pass first. It's a lot of guys, like, for example, that like Kuzma, bro. You take Kuzma and you put them on that Lakers team right now, and we're talking something different, bro. He holding them back. He the gift and the curse. LeBron James will pass the ball to anybody, but that's a scapegoat. He'll get the ball to somebody that don't need it in certain times of the game. It's a scapegoat.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And some room to work.
Get off me.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the
There's no way you can tell me that any great player is playing with somebody and
the Giants offense at the line,
they pretty much
right now, Charles,
they pretty much is okay.
Last time out, but they still trail by
they pick it up.
And it's Washington that scoops
They pretty much.
They will take over at the 26-yard
Hold up.
line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On play action, Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I am back. What you gotta realize is, do you know that when Michael Jordan first started playing ball, before it was a point in time where remember Bill Cartwright? Bill Cartwright was averaging 20 points a game before Mike got there.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Like,
last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown.
boom. Fumble!
But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will.
I'm gonna get back, child. Let me end this game right quick. Then, yeah.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3-13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants...
Damn, I ain't want to do that. Why I do that?
To take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness...
And he loses the football a second time. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost... you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trying a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone.
Touchdown, Giants! Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here. I
like that play.
extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
A pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Miss.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To try again after the sack, Jones. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty... There goes Sterling Shepard, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 3 yards out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Why is he doing this shit?
Play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining. here in this fourth quarter. Wentz now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Robinson up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll run right side here with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty evident. You can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, they ran pretty much wild, didn't they? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Play fake. Wentz. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Commanders, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12.